My name is Ankitha. I'm from Bangalore. So I'll walk you through my UI/UX case study. So my app is called an Uplift. So why I chose this app was that when I was in college, I used to work for NGO. I volunteered for 1.5 years. So there I saw that there was no structured management in that NGO. They were not using any app to communicate with the volunteers. There was a group on WhatsApp where they used to post the events which are taking place, and we could just join there. There was very less feedback, and there was no motivation for the volunteers to be there in that NGO for a longer time. So when I got a chance to take up a problem statement, I took up this problem statement. So my problem statement was that NGOs are struggling to engage and retain young volunteers for long-term commitments. And the solution is that to design a user-centered digital solution that addresses the challenges faced by NGOs in retaining young volunteers by providing them badges and certifications. So this is my logo. So as my app name is Uplift, this represents like two people helping each other out. So that's why I chose this logo. And so this is my design process. So first I did research. In that research, I did basic research and empathy, and I empathized like qualitative research, quantitative research, and all, and then design and then prototyping and testing. So I first we did the user journey to see how the volunteers, how do they discover the volunteer opportunities and how they feel about that process, and then when they get a volunteering opportunity to start the journey, and after that how they feel. So this was the user journey we did. And in empathize phase for quantitative research, these were my direct competitors: Volunteer Match, Plus, Golden, and indirect were Salesforce and Asana and Nation Builder. And then I compared the features of those. Then I did the qualitative research where I did the user interviews of the volunteers. And I asked them few questions of what were their expectations, what the onboarding process was for them, and what trainings they received, and to gain more information about it. From the information I gained from the user interviews, I made the empathy mapping and understood how the user feels, thinks, and says and does. And then from these, I derived the user persona. After user persona, from that, we did an ideation workshop where for each user story, we gave two solutions. And from that two solutions, we chose the most appropriate solution. From those solutions, we derived the information architecture. So for my bottom navigation, I chose home, explore, opportunities, and schedule. And for my top navigation, I used profile and chat. And from this information architecture, we derived the user flow. And once the user flow was done, I did the basic wireframe once to see how my user flow can look look visually. And once the wireframes were approved, we did a design system where first we chose the fonts which we are using, which I used Sharp Sans here, as it is very versatile and it's modern and it's very it looks very clear either when it is used in a heading or a basic text. And then I chose my primary color as teal green, which represents empathy and help and growth. And for my secondary color, I took the complementary color of it, which is the shade of orange. And this is my grid system where I chose my device as iPhone 16. And these are the margin, gutter, and type that I chose, which is the standard standard. And then these are the components I created. From these components, once the components were done, this is my high fidelity screens. So this is my first welcome screen, which I have kept which is very clear in its messaging. So as we want to encourage the volunteers, for the first page only we have kept messaging that be a change maker, and we have like to join the community to meet the like-minded people. And this is my sign up screen. So if it is a new user, he can give the email address and he will receive a OTP, and then he can set a password. And if it is the existing user, so they can just sign in their email ID and password. So when onboarding new users, we are in these screens, we are taking the important information of the volunteers so that they can suggest the opportunities based on their needs. And here we are asking the volunteers their basic questions, and then we are asking how many hours per week can they contribute, because volunteers can be working with a full-time job or they can be students. So we should ask them how many hours can they contribute, and their what are they passionate about, and what are the preferred type of volunteering. And then we are asking them about the skills that they can provide, and we are asking them if they have prior volunteering experiences. Then comes, this is my homepage. So in homepage, I have divided my homepage into three parts. So the first part only, there only we are showing the user once he opens the app, we are showing what recent badge that he has received, so that he gets instantly motivated to do more. And this is the task list, and these are the popular communities. So these communities are groups of other volunteers which who have a particular cause to this who work towards particular cause. So in this card I have mentioned very clearly about what, using keywords I have mentioned what is their goal that they want to achieve. Like for this example, for this card, the group name is the kindness crew. Their goal is to do campaigns and outreach programs and mentorships. And this is the explore page. So in my navigation bottom now I have home, explore, opportunities and schedule. So this was the home page, and next it is explore page. Explore page is like a feed page. So there also the first thing is that we are showing top performers of the month to give them also recognition, and also people who are seeing it, they also can get motivated by it. And then again, it's some like upcoming events, and then we have news and updates. This is also this is next opportunities page. In opportunities page, first we have kept the categories list where the volunteers can choose whichever category they want to do, and through that they can choose which events they want to take part in. And then we have volunteer roles here. So there are different kinds of volunteer roles according to the user needs. Then this is the schedule page. In schedule page, we have the calendar and the meetings of that day, and we have a CTA to join the call. This is a task. Here we are mentioning the date, time, and the location, and how much distance it is from the user. And then this we are giving a small description about it and the task they should perform in that particular event. And this is the groups page which we saw first, the communities page. This is the community page. So here they are representing what that community is about in the description, and they're also showing the images like from the previous events, and which events are they doing, the upcoming events and the completed events. And some of the testimonials the other volunteers have given to that particular group that is mentioned there. And then if the user wants to join, they can join the group with this. And then this is event page. So any event the volunteer attends, they get a badge for that particular event. And then this is the description, and then you're telling them why to join the particular event, what impact will it have, and then what all to bring, and then they can join the event from here. These are the others. And I did A/B testing, which is A/B testing is a method of comparing two versions of web app or app to determine which performs better. So here in this, we didn't add the badge. This was just a event page, and then we saw that it will be more useful if you have a badge and show the volunteer what they're getting. So to motivate them more. So this was the A/B testing, and this is the heat map testing.